Oh God, having difficulties already. No. There we go. All right, let's see if it works now. There we go. All right. What it is, y'all, it's your boy Jones, and welcome to the very first episode of That Sports Panel podcast, brought to you by Jones for Sports. We make sports better. And to those that do not know what this podcast is about, it's a podcast. It's kind of like for those that are on X or Twitter. It's like a space, like just the audio, just coming on, talking, having fun. But you can come on to the video and talk with me, and let's chat it up. If you want a link, if you want the link, I already sent it out to a lot of people. But if you did not get it, please DM me, comment in here, and I will be sure to get you the link, and we can have some fun. But give me a moment. I'm getting people, obviously people want to join the live. So I'm going to try to get as much people on here as possible so we can have some fun. But if nobody comes on, it'll just be me, and I'll just be talking, having fun, talking my shit. But hopefully that is not the case. Hopefully we can get a lot of people on here and we can come and have some fucking fun. So as of right now, I'm just going to be sharing it, getting it out to people. And as we wait, we can have little conversations. If you don't want to join, obviously, the video aspect of it, you can obviously join in the comments, and we can have fun that way with it. Always love the comments. Always love hearing everybody's feedback to the pod. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun when we get your engagement. So please, if you're watching, you're listening, whatever it is that you're doing, if your eyes are on this screen, please engage with your boy. That's what makes the show better, makes it fun for not only me, but for you guys as well, and the listeners and viewers as well. So please, if you are watching, please engage. Wherever you're watching from, too, because we're on multiple platforms right now. We're on X, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. So wherever you're watching from, please, please, please engage. This podcast is not about me and my thoughts. This podcast is about you and your thoughts. Literally, that's what I made it for. It's for a spot where, because, obviously a lot of people want to come on and talk and have, separate episodes and stuff, which we'll obviously do. But if you're not within that scheduling that we have, then this is the best time to come on and get out what you want to say. So we're just trying to utilize every aspect that we can to get the fans, the followers, the sports fans engaged and having some fun. Just more ways to talk, more ways to have fun, because that's the goal, is we make sports better. And we can't make sports better without you, the fans. So that's what we're doing. We on that. We are on that. But like I said, please engage wherever you are. I'm going to give it a few minutes before I start really getting into the topics that I at least wanted to touch on. But again, it's not about me. It's about you guys. So please give me a minute while I share this on all platforms to all the right spots. And if you're watching, please, if you can do the same, share this to everybody. Let's come have some fun. Whatever it could be about NFL, basketball, NBA, MLB, NHL. Doesn't matter. We can, if you want to talk about it, it's for you. Let's do it. Y'all can teach me a thing or two on this goddamn thing. Because I don't know everything. I don't know every sport like that. So there's probably some sports like baseball. I'm a big fan of baseball, but I don't know baseball like I do basketball and football. I know a good amount, but I wouldn't call myself like a MLB head. Like, I'm not one of those guys. But I do know the game well. I know how it's played, and all that comes with that. But the details, like the intricate details, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I'm okay with that. That's why, you know, I shout that out to you guys, so you guys can teach me a thing. You feel me? So, um, while this is going on, let's see, get some motherfucking music in this background or something. What y'all want to hear? Oh, I'm just pressing. A little background music until we get people in here. My boxing fans, my UFC fans, all of y'all, pull up. Pull up. You don't get to talk about these things as much. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to bring here. I'm going to bring that up here. But I can't do it by myself. Y'all got to help out. Gotta get in here. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you want to come talk some shit, or let me know what team you represent, and I'll talk about it. I'll do the talking for you. And we will have a conversation that way. So I know some of y'all a little timid out there. A little timid, I get it. But you only get comfortable and better at that is getting out there, getting out there and talking and meeting new people. But that's the best thing about this is all the dope ass people you get to meet, all the content creators, all the like-minded people. Like, it's dope. It's real dope, and I've been doing it for 8 years now, and it's the best decision I've ever made. Best decision I ever made was being a content creator. Always knew I was gonna be in the sports world, but I didn't know how. I found my way. God damn it! I'm my motherfucking way. Right, so that X, we got y'all. Way. Let's see if how we rocking on Instagram. Oh shit, did we even go? Are we even live on here? We're not even live on IG yet. Hold on. I apologize. Hold on 1 second. I'm still live. I just have to go over to IG to make sure that we're live over here, because I did not hit the live button, because I am not that bright. But we are live now on Instagram, on the old Jones for Sports channel. What is going on over here? Okay, there we go. All right, so we're good. That is the Jones of Sports old channel, that the old IG account. Obviously I gotta get the other one up to par. But let's see what we looking like over here. What we looking like? All right. So why doesn't it show that I'm live on Instagram? Oh, well, maybe that would be why. I'm still not live on IG. Oh, wait, am I? No, I'm not. And why is my camera not there? Yikes. We gonna get it right, y'all. We gonna get it right. Okay, so my IG is like frozen right now. I do not know why. Okay, so it started. I do not know why that is frozen right now. Yeah, that's probably why I can't keep going out of the thing like that, but bear with me, guys. We're just testing some things out, making sure we are live everywhere, and so far we are not. So I have to try to fix that. If that doesn't work, then that's all right, but we gonna get right. Promise you that. All right, let's see. See, it's not letting me go into the new count to do this. So maybe, is that one? Oh, well, yeah. Okay. That panel, sports panel podcast. And I do understand that I will probably be up here by myself for the most part, because people are still gonna have to get used to wanting to come up on camera and all that. I understand that. I get it. But it's like, how much? Oh, shit, I gotta go back. Something show. Yes, I know. Edit. Put that. Oh no. So maybe, okay, so Instagram is a dud, guys. I apologize. Instagram is a dub, so we're gonna remove that. Remove. Scheduled. Facebook, we should be good on Facebook. The stream is already there. Okay, good. That was the one place I didn't check to see. Okay, we are live on Facebook. And then one more, and then I'll get started. Oh, yeah. Just getting people invited, guys. Bear with me. First time doing this, so the second time, well, I'll have it better than this. That is all that I'm gonna do there. And make sure we are on the main one, which is YouTube. And we are live on YouTube. Very good. All right. At 9 o'clock, I will start. Give it 5 minutes and then we'll get started. Shit, what's all right? So I wanted to start with NFL MVP. Obviously, it's a big conversation. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and you could throw other names in there that's in the conversation, but not the top two guys. Saquon, Henry, Joe Burrow. I mean, Sam Darnold deserves some respect as well with what he's been able to do this year. A lot of people were expecting him to fall, but he just kept going. So got to give major shout out to him. But when we talk about MVP, we know it's only two that we're talking about right now. Unfortunately, it is a quarterback award. For the most part, it's not said, but we all know it's a quarterback award, especially the way that they have downgraded with running backs this year. But I mean, not this year overall, but this year the running backs have made some noise, and they definitely put value back into the running back position. And you had two guys in Saquon and Derrick Henry who had phenomenal years, who had amazing fucking years. One guy, if he was to be allowed to play the first half of next game, then we're talking possibly MVP conversation as well, like the real MVP conversation. Because that's the only time a running back or a skilled player outside of a quarterback gets put into MVP conversation. It's only when they're breaking records. Like, it just doesn't happen, which I think they need to change in football. If it's gonna stick as a quarterback position, a quarterback award, then make it a quarterback award and then make another MVP for elsewhere. Like MLB has the MVP for the MVP of the league, and then they have the best pitchers and shit like that, when we know the pitchers are the best or the most important and most valuable. So obviously the quarterbacks are the most valuable. We know that. But doesn't mean that other guys can't get that type of award. So I hate that, and I hope that they change that and it changes in the near future. Because Saquon and Derrick Henry definitely deserve to be in that conversation. But we know they're not going to win it based off of their position. We'll get to Saquon not getting the record, going for the record a little bit later, because I definitely want to talk about that. But when it comes to what's up, Queen? Hey, bro, your Bucks did their thing. You know, Buckeye Nation. Buckeye Nation. You dig? Like, that's just what we do. Like, we upset motherfuckers. We upset motherfuckers. You do your thing. Appreciate you, Queen. Always. You always support. I want anyone but a QB to win it. A 2K rushing doesn't mean much anymore. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Even though it's still like a rare thing to happen. Like, we don't get to see a 2,000-yard rusher every year. And it's only been 9 people that have ever done it in the NFL history. But still doesn't seem like, the craziest thing. But Mafia, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, bro. Because me and you last year, we had our little back and forth because of my scrutiny for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And I'm not sure if you have seen any of the episodes this year, but I've turned around and I've given all the grace and love and support for Josh Allen. And he is the MVP of the NFL this year. There's no question. There's no question. Now, halfway through the season to the beginning, I was mainly going Lamar Jackson for obvious reasons. He was playing amazing. He's been great. But then when you think all past that half mark, we get fast forward to where we are now. And I had to really think about it. I was going back and forth with it. All right, Josh Allen, he's having an amazing year. Just going out. All right, he's got it. Like, I can't say nothing. And then Lamar Jackson has an amazing year. Starts having an amazing game. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, damn. This is getting harder. And my heart wants to pick Lamar Jackson because I favor him more. But when you really think about it, the whole scope of it, there's no other person that deserves this award more than Josh Allen. Like, it's Josh fucking Allen. The reason why is because when you look at the other teams, they have help. They've got running backs. They got receivers. Josh Allen doesn't have all that. He just got Coop halfway through the season, and he still held his team above water. And then when he got Coop, Coop didn't make a huge splash. Like, Coop is a great player, great receiver. I love him. He was with us in Dallas, but he's not one of those receivers that's going to take your team over the top. And obviously, we can see that he didn't do that. The reason why the Bills have the number 2 seed in the AFC is because of Josh Allen. He's been holding them up every game, even though he's had bad games, but his highs are way higher than everybody else's because of what he has to do in order to be good. And I said it last year. I said, if Josh Allen is able to lift this team up this year, I cannot say nothing. I have to shut up and I have to give him credit. And I did. I have to. Like, Josh Allen is the MVP. He is the most valuable player. Did he have the best season? No, I don't think so. I don't think his numbers are better than Joe Burrow. Like, Joe Burrow's been having lights out year, but he's also been losing, and some of the losing is some of his fault. So you have to take that in account, like we did with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. So, Mafia, you got me, bro. You got me. I can't say shit to you this year. I'm on your team. I'm with the Buffalo Bills, bro. I'm telling you. I'm riding with your Bills this year. Hell yeah. They definitely need more respect. Running backs, and they showed up this year, though. I think this year was a big year for those running backs because now those owners have to look at these numbers and say, oh, shit, without this guy, we wouldn't have been what we were. You know what I mean? So those Saquon, thanks to Saquon and Lamar, Josh Jacobs, what's his name from the Rams? I can't think of his name, but he's been killing. Texans running back. Like, the running backs were killing this year. The running backs were killing this year, and it helped a lot. It definitely helped. So I'm with you all the way. Yes, I seen the light, my dog. I seen the light, Mafia. I seen the motherfucking light. You got it, boss. You got it. A lot of teams are carried by their backs. Period. You can't play football without your running backs. You can't. You need your motherfucking running backs. You gotta have your running backs out there. Yep. Both quarterbacks are great. Lamar, I think part of the reason why I think he's also not going to win is because of voters fatigue. We see it with all the greats. He's got two already. He's got two already. They don't want to see him win two in a row, or like he just previously did. Like, they don't want to see it. So they're getting tired of it. Even though he has been having an amazing year. He had some bad games, but Lamar Jackson has been having an amazing year. He has the second highest, is it passing rating or completion percentage? One of the two. I think it's completion percentage, some shit like that, in history. After Aaron Rodgers, like I think passing rating or something like that, whatever. But he's been low key having an amazing year, and I don't think they're actually playing at all. Actually, no, they are playing. The Ravens are starting their starters for the first half. And I think he's 45 yards away from 4,000, which would be his first time in his whole career, which is crazy to think about. But yes, his first time ever getting 4,000 yards. So that's something you got to pat your back. And to every I'm gonna say it every year. To all you motherfuckers that was saying he's a running back, y'all look real fucking stupid now, don't y'all? You look real stupid now. Light it up, everybody. Subscribe is a good one. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all the vibes. And I'm going to try to get you back. If you got your own YouTube channel, holla at me. I'll subscribe and support you. You dig? E in the building, return of the running backs. Yeah, it's definitely the return of the running backs, but now they got to keep it up because these owners want to continue to be cheap. You feel me? Yeah. Wolverine. Yep. Yeah, they got Corum. Uh-huh. Saquon, I can't be mad at the Saquon thing because he literally changed that team. We know that because of him, that took a lot of pressure off of Jalen Hurts. A lot of pressure. Because now that defense got an eye in on him. They had to treat him like a Derrick Henry. They had to. Because they know if you don't, he can put up 200 yards on your ass and 3 tugs. So, he definitely, I respect anybody that says Saquon. Any running back, because it's not easy to do. But we know how this works. They ain't going to give it to him. If Burrow gets in the playoffs, he should get some votes. He should definitely get some votes. Because he's been having lights out year. Lights out year. I don't think he'll win it, even if they make the playoffs. But he definitely deserves some votes because they're winning because of him. And Chase. I'm not Chase, sorry. Yeah, Jamar Chase. I was thinking Chase Brown. Definitely. So, Burrow, the thing that hurts the most is those losses, especially in the beginning of the year. Yeah, they got to clinch that division. Same with Jacobs. Yep, absolutely. Running backs make a difference. Running backs make a motherfucking difference. If you can't put your fake the ball into someone's belly and go back and you got all your linebackers fucking sitting there, then what are you doing? Because then everybody could just chill back. Hey, we'll play nickel and dime defense all day and let our DNs and nose tackle and all those guys just attack the quarterback. Just attack. So, I'm with you guys. Running backs deserve more credit, but they got to continue this. They can't just do it for 1 year. They got to have another good year because the owners are not going to fall for just 1 year. Mm-mm. Besides, unless you're one of those top dogs. One of them top dogs. But if not, you ain't getting that money that you're looking for. Definitely not. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on the MVP conversation. The next conversation that I would like to have is Saquon not them benching Saquon to not get the record, or not get the record, but to rest. And normally I would say, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Cowboys fan, because I personally do want to see him break the record. It's not every day you get these chances. This is a 40-year-old record, and it's about to be another motherfucking 40 years before we see it broken. You got to go get that, bro. Take your chances, man. This is not it's not every day you personally get a chance to break a record. He's never going to get this opportunity again. He's not. And we probably won't see it again for a long time. We just talked about how records are hard to break, and how the running backs just now start making their comeback. Like, he's got to eat it. He's got to bite the apple while it's good. You gotta. Yeah, exactly. Break all these fucking records. Break all these damn records. Why we want to see these records be held forever? We don't want to see that. We want to see some young guys break some records and make history. That's what makes sports fun. And I understand that's why they're adding these fucking games. That's why they add all these extra games, to make it possible. To make it possible. But then you get the opportunity and you don't do it? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because then what are you going to say if the Eagles get their ass whipped in the first round? What are you going to say? Oh, we were trying to be healthy and blah, blah, blah. You never know when injury can happen. You never know. So I understand it. But when there's a milestone at hand, nah, fuck all that injury shit. I'm going to go get that. Because that's history as well. And if you're the Eagles, he's in your building. He's doing it as an Eagle. So why wouldn't you want an Eagle to go break the record? So whenever they talk about that record, they can say it was a Philadelphia Eagle that did that. I don't understand it on their side to not do it, outside of the injury part. But people are saying it might have came from the top, and it doesn't matter where it came from. Whoever made the decision, I think it was the wrong decision. I understand it, but I think it was the wrong decision. And that it might be a decision that you're going to look back at and be like, damn, I wish we would have let him go get that. Because not only does he hold that, like I said, he holds it with the Eagles in an Eagle jersey forever. So that's a missed opportunity. Yeah, but we got to remember, this is football we talking about. You can get hurt on any fucking play. Any play. So you got to be able to take that risk. You got to. Like, I understand you don't want to, but again, if they get smacked in the first round or just lose in the first round, they're going to look at that. Damn, we should have went for it. Shit, we lost first round. We didn't. It's not like we went somewhere. Like, Saquon is going to look back at this for the most part, and he's going to fight. He's going to hurt. He's going to look back this and not be too happy that he didn't. Because I think he wanted it. And all the things he said in the interview is what he's supposed to say. He's supposed to say those things. But deep down, nah, I don't believe he feels that. I don't think he feels that at all. I think he wanted to go get it. And it is what it is. It is what it is. What else did I wanted to talk about? Saquon. I remember. So, one of the other things I wanted to talk about, and to me, it's I wish Nico was here because that's who I really want to argue with. But it's Nico and those that think like Nico in this aspect as far as the Chiefs goes. Because I think a lot of you guys are fooled and think that the Chiefs, who are 15-1, but might I say, 15-1, doesn't matter how they won. Y'all all hyping they don't look great while they won by 1 point. They won by this. They won. And those games that they won, which was 15 of them, and I think how many of them? 10 of them were last second game winners or whatever the fuck. They went and won those games. It's not like they got lucky. A blocked field goal is something they practice. You don't get lucky on a blocked field goal. Maybe the timing was lucky because it was the last play of the game. That might be lucky, but the person blocking it and the team actually going to go block it, no, that's not luck. They practiced that shit. If they didn't practice it, they wouldn't be anybody out there besides the fucking kicker. So things like that. A lot of people are saying, oh, these games are close and blah, blah, blah. I know, E, you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. It's the fucking truth. And I think a lot of you motherfuckers are going to be upset again in February. February 9th, a lot of motherfuckers are going to be upset because I truly believe that the Chiefs are going to three-peat. I truly just believe. They didn't give any reason to change my mind about that. Because what did they do last year? Last year, they looked worse than they looked this year. Y'all want to talk about this year and all these close games? Last year, they were worse. They were losing those games. And what happened? Who held up the motherfucking trophy at the end of the goddamn game? Who held up the Super Bowl Lombardi trophy at the end of the fucking year last year? Was it the Chiefs? Yeah, it was the motherfucking Chiefs. So now y'all want to say because they look like they did last year, but better. They got more weapons. They're getting healthier. And y'all going to tell me that they not as good as they were last year? Yet their record is 15-1? And they're resting their starters next week? And they have the number 1 seed? So the entire AFC playoffs is going through Arrowhead? And we've seen this motherfucking story again? Oh, and by the way, last year, it didn't go through Arrowhead. Last year, it was on the motherfucking road against the Ravens, against, who else they had? I don't even know who. I think Buffalo. Like, they were on the road last year. And they got the job done. Now, this year, they got weapons, more weapons. They're healthy. They're 15-1. They got a bye week. 2 bye weeks, basically, because they're not playing next week. Or today. Sorry. Sunday. Then next week. Andy Reid is their coach. Are y'all crazy? Y'all tripping, y'all. We've seen this story way too much for y'all to be thinking something else is going to happen. We've seen this way too much. Like, I need to see these other teams start being more consistent in the playoffs. Can we talk about that? Because, yes, I'm Buffalo doing his thing. Josh Allen, MVP. Come playoffs, it's a whole different story, y'all. The Chiefs showed us that they know how to win games. And that's a scary fucking sight. Because last year, they could not finish those games. This year, they got the job done. So, until I see a game where the Chiefs lose at in the fourth quarter with the clock saying 0, that's when I'll believe it. But until then, three-peat. Remember I said it, January 3rd. We'll come back February 9th, and we'll see who was right. We will see who the fuck was right, y'all. Because I'm shocked, and a lot of you. I know y'all tired of it. Y'all tired of the Chiefs and all that, but y'all got to put that bias shit aside. Because it makes some of you guys look bad. Because y'all not watching the games. Y'all just seeing, it was a close score. They're going to lose eventually. Y'all forget, they were injured most of this year. Just started getting healthy. And they got a motherfucking defense. And y'all keep disrespecting these niggas. Yo, when are y'all going to learn that disrespecting the Chiefs with all these, what do you call it? With leaving them off these awards and off the Pro Bowls and all this shit? When do y'all learn that just fuels their fire? I'm not making this up. We've heard Patrick Mahomes say it. We've heard Chief players say it. Oh, okay, y'all don't think that we're that, huh? Even though we've shown you year after year, even on a slow year, still get the job done. It's very interesting to me to hear some of you guys with your takes, but I get it. Some of you guys just can't bring yourself to even thinking about saying those words that the Chiefs are going to be this, that, and the third. It would kill y'all to see that. So I get it, but when it comes to me, I can't play those games. I cannot play those games. When I see, and y'all got to remember, we already went through this with another franchise right before this fucking team. They're called the New England Patriots, and they had a guy named Tom Brady. He used to do this exact same shit. How many goddamn times did fucking Tom Brady and the Patriots win a goddamn Super Bowl when they didn't really look that great? Where just the defense was really killing. Tom Brady is just dinking and dunking. How many times did they win championships like that? Plenty of them. Yeah, they had a few where they had some great offensive years, but for the most part, it's been defense hold it down. Tom Brady, you're the GOAT, so you keep us in line. Hey, dink and dunk. Let's not turn over the ball. Let's control the clock. Let's run the ball. That's exactly what the Chiefs are doing. We've seen this before. I know y'all don't like it. I just got to be the person to bring the truth to y'all. I got to be the person. But at least you'll know. And you won't be surprised when it does happen. If it happens. I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion that the Chiefs are going to win. But I just don't understand the doubt. All the doubt that's out there. I don't understand the doubt. I'm not tired of the Chiefs. They got a great chance of three-peating with Mahomes there. The other AFC teams got a chance to. Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be, if one thing I will say is this is going to be a tough gauntlet for the Chiefs. Luckily, they'll be home for that. Luckily, they'll be at home. So that, for them, that's going to help a lot. But if they were on the road, that would definitely be a scary problem. Definitely. But for me, Chiefs are still my favorite in the AFC. And then on the NFC side, it fluctuates. It really does, because what I'm seeing from this team now, which they've been the whole year, but I thought eventually they would start to collapse or, not look like they've been looking like all goddamn year. And right now it's a toss-up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. I know people want to put in Philly in there, whoever else. No. Lions and the Vikings. I like, obviously, Detroit. They've been killing all damn year. Detroit been killing all year. But what hurts Detroit now is the injuries that piled up on the defensive side. And they lost one of their running backs. So that worries me a little, maybe a little bit more than a little bit, a lot. Because that defense is what kind of made you more confident in that team. Because all right, they got a powerful offense. And they got a great defense. They're going to be a problem. But as of late, especially the last four weeks, they've been like one of the worst, if not the worst defense in the league. And in a gauntlet like the playoffs, especially the NFC, where it's a toss-up, that's going to be tough. And you got to go against a team like the Vikings, a team like the Rams, who lately offense hasn't been looking good, but the defense have been shutting shit down. And we know that Stafford and Puka Nacua and Coop can get it going any moment. So, the Lions, this is the bad time for them to go through what they're going through as far as like injuries and shit like that. That offense still putting up numbers. Coach still got the pause. You know what I mean? Because he not giving a fuck. He going for it on every goddamn fourth down. And you got to love that as a player, as a fan. You got to love that. You got your head coach is not scared to go for the moment. So I love that. It's Philly for me. The Lions was the favorite, but the injury bug hitting them on the deep. Yeah, it definitely, for me, sure. And Philly, let me not say I like Philly. Y'all see what it is. Unbiased aside, Philly has looked good this year. Has looked great at moments this year, too. The reason why I wouldn't put Philly above the Vikings, I maybe Detroit. I can't be mad at you putting Philly above Detroit. I can't be mad at that because, like you said, the injury. But I wouldn't be able to put them above the Vikings. I think now that we broke that down as far as who's better, Lions or Vikings, I think the Vikings might be the best team in the NFC. The Vikings might be the best team in the NFC. Reason why, defense, top 3, maybe top 5, solid. I like Packers, but I just don't think y'all have enough. Y'all don't have enough, in my opinion. Jordan Love is too sporadic, especially that last game. Oh, he didn't even hit 100 yards. That ain't good, Queen. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. So that scared me a lot with the Packers. But two, against the competition, I don't see the Packers faring well. Jordan Love still needs to take that next step and progressing as a quarterback. He's still a great quarterback. He shows very bright moments, but he's still, you can tell that there's still more for him to learn. There's still more for him to learn. And there's still more for that offense to get better at. They got to go get them a number 1 wide receiver because they don't really have one. It's pretty much a group thing, which they're doing a great job at. Don't get me wrong. Packers receiver core is doing a great job with Reed, Dobbs, Watson. Like they got guys, but I don't think they have a number 1 guy. A number 1 guy that Jordan Love can always rely on and always go to knowing that that's his number 1. So there's that. And like I said, I just don't think they can beat Philly. They can beat Minnesota. Maybe of Detroit, maybe because of the thing, but even then, it's like, I can't see that. I'll take that back. I can't even see that. I can't even see that. But depending on what the first round looks like, if they get a Bucks or an Atlanta or something like that, I could see them getting out of the first round. I'm just being honest, Queen. I really don't see it for you guys this year. Not making a deep run at this. I can see maybe a first round upset like y'all got us last year. I can see that, but anything past that, I'm sorry. I gotta break it to you, Queen. Jordan Love, he's just not there yet. He's still got some learning to do. He's still making mistakes that he shouldn't. I can't even say shouldn't be making, because this is only his second year starting. So there's more for them to get improved at. So, but never say never. Never say never. But the Vikings, Sam Darnold, that defense, Aaron Jones, JJ, Addison, coach, they've got it all. They've got it all. I know we all been waiting for Sam Darnold to fall off a cliff. We're all waiting for Sam Darnold to fall off a cliff. Like, all right, there's no way he's going to stay this way the whole year. And look at him now. He should definitely be in MVP conversations. He should. His numbers aren't out of this world, but they're good. They're great. And without him being that good, there's no way this team is in the position they are right now, which is potentially to win win the AFC North. I mean, the NFC North, and a chance to win number 1 seed. The Vikings we're talking about. And that would be a huge hit for the Lions, because not only would they go from number 1, but they drop to number 5 or something like that, depending on how everything ends up on Sunday. But it would look bad. It would be a bad jump. Not saying that they can't get out of it, but it wouldn't be good. Obviously, you're going to have to start on the road because you're not a division winner. The Vikings would be. So I guess depending on who you play, you might get a home game, but who knows? You might have to go play a division winner. And you never know. You never know in those positions. Those are very, very tough positions to be in. So a lot falls on this weekend. A lot falls on this weekend. It's going to be one of those weeks where it's like we know that a lot of teams are sitting their guys and have nothing, and some people have nothing to play for. So it's like, all right, do we really want to watch? But at the same time, you do want to watch because some players do have something to play for. Some teams have something to play for. And Week 18 is always a cool week. Always a cool week, regardless if teams have something to play for or not. It's always a cool week where you see a lot of cool things coming. Records being broken, milestones being happened. So if I'm you, I'm still watching no matter what is going on. My team is not playing for anything, but I'm going to go watch because I'm a motherfucking Cowboy fan. I'm a motherfucking Cowboy, so you never know what cool shit happens. You see guys come off the bench and light it up last game of the year, and you'd be like, oh shit, we might have something in this. If this guy goes down, we might get something. You know what I mean? So that's always important to know. And yeah, other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys for being there. All 335 of you motherfuckers. Shout out to all of you guys for showing love. Obviously, we didn't get anybody to come and be brave and pop up on the screen with me this time, but I get it. It's the first time. We're gonna have to do this a few times before we start getting some heads popping up on the screen with me. But I ain't gonna give up on y'all. I already knew this was a possibility. I already said it in the beginning. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hold it down regardless. That's my promise to y'all. Even if this is me just doing it up here and we got y'all in the chat, let's do it. Let's do it. But I would rather have you guys come up and come talk, and we talk about anything. Queen, we gonna get you up on here. That's for damn sure. We gonna get E up here. We gonna get Nico up over here. We gonna get some of y'all motherfuckers up here. We gonna get y'all. But as of right now, it's the beginning, so I don't want to force it upon y'all. So we can do it this way for now. But I'm gonna get on y'all. I'm definitely gonna get on y'all. But appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I hope you guys enjoy week 18. Hope you guys enjoy just everything in general. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys same time next week. That Sports Panel podcast. It's your boy Jones of Sports. We make sports better. Peace.